fucking awesome. Except I drop them all the time and stuff. I got like
Lose it? You don't lose it like this.
I haven't lost it yet. Well, I lost one in the snow. I juggled it, dropped into this powder. It just went. I mean, I dug down like 2 feet, and it was further down than that. I'm like, forget it. I can't do this. Yeah, I was in a race. I can't dig down. So you feel like I've heard of people staying up there, even if their guides leave them and they try to climb it.
Yeah.
And then they come down by themselves. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
I know.
What I've seen in Kilimanjaro, you always have a guide behind the climber. So that's why I was surprised, like going up at like with 2 guides for 6. Because in Kilimanjaro, if one guy will not make it, then one guide had to go down with the client. Okay? Which means you have like 5 guys left for one guide on the way up.
I don't think they're that strict here.
So if one of the out of the 5,
Is that mine or
it's yours, if you have another guy who cannot make it, either one guy, the guide stays with him, and the 4 others they go straight but on their own, or it's the other way around. You just leave one guy right there on himself, I mean on his own. You know,
every time I've had to come down off. Every time I've had. Do you want another Coke?
No, I have water.
I'll give him more Coke. One more cola?
Sí.
He wants a water.
Agua.
An agua, por favor.
And wow.
So yeah, it seems like less strict.
I don't think they're strict here. On Denali, man, it's like super strict. It's like 1 for 1 to get you off the mountain. Somebody has to, I don't know, it's really complicated. Somebody has to stay with you until a group comes down. It's not like, okay, sit at this camp and wait for people to come down off the mountain, right? It's like somebody has to be with you. You're like, dude, I'm okay. No, somebody has to be with you.
I wouldn't like to have someone on my back 24/7 in the mountain. But you need to find the right balance.
I know.
I hope someone can help me.
There's like, even when I'm in there, like guys are, they're falling in those crevices up to here. You mean, you got the rope and they're in here. And you're like, whoa.
In the Alps,
those things, like we had to jump one. Oh my God, it was like, and you got your pack and all your stuff, and I'm like, it's not even that big, but it's like, I'm freaking dived.
In the Alps, when you go to the Mont Blanc, the highest peak in the Alps.
Yeah.
You have 3 always on the rope. 1 guide, 2 clients. It cannot be 4, 5 or whatever. It has to be 3 or 2. 1 guide, 1 client. But you don't do more than 2 for 1 guide. If you have a 3rd one, that means 2 ropes. So it's very strict as well. But because you also have accidents.
Start feeling like you're on a chain gang, man. It's like that push, pull, pull. Oh my God! Just after a while, it just gets to you. But it's the way it is. It's safe. The guys who die are always the solo climbers. They're the guys who die.
Accidents happen to professionals who are always on their own.
Fishermen?
Professionals.
Oh, professionals. I was going to say, I thought fishermen. I go, same with fishermen too?
Mi nombre es Pablo. ¿Qué fue cuando te contestan mal o mal educadamente? ¿Sabes que te digan una cosa? Nosotros es cultural y lo hacemos.
So you're not worried about the weather at all? You can't control it.
Exactly. There are things you cannot control. So I try to stay cool and just to focus on
doing your thing.
On my height, on my legs, on my breath. But the weather, if the guy tells you you cannot go up,
Esto se me despegó un chiquito en María. María, el clásico, la película.
But I hope, when you look at this weather today, I hope it will be the same in the mountain.
Gotta be.
So, yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
Después hablan de la cultura, ¿viste? Es una
Was that you who
gente
looked at the
que-
weather, or was that our other buddy?
No, it was not me. Maybe
looked
it
at the
was,
weather, he said it
it was
looked good.
Medina. Yeah, but at the same time,
You can never tell.
in 2 weeks, yeah, because it should be 2 weeks from
It's
now.
like the freaking English Channel, man. It's like
Eso es aventura.
the last time I went over there.
Eso es medio
So that time
espionaje.
that I got blown out at a mile, the next year I
Espionaje,
trained
aventuras, pero
like
espionaje.
you wouldn't believe, right? I said no storm's even going to stop me, man. I'm going to plow through everything, right?
Eso es
I
clásico.
sat over there for 5 weeks and never got a chance to swim because it was such a bad year just for the weather. When it was my turn to swim, never got a chance. And the last time I was there, so I stayed through 3 different tides.
Conoce, pues dirigió
The
el-
boat pilot said he's never seen anybody ever do it, but I was so determined. I didn't want to like have to, not go. And then they told me I was swimming. And then,
Oh, God. Thank you.
and then at 7 o'clock at night, they called and said you're not swimming anymore. A storm's blowing in. Or it was, I don't know. Maybe it was in the morning. Whatever it was just devastating. Yeah, it just blew in from nowhere. And it's like, okay, I'm not. Somebody said, I'm not supposed to swim it, man. That's all there is to it. And somebody goes, if you would have jumped in, you probably would have drowned because you weren't supposed to swim that year.
Yeah.
But that weather drives you crazy on that stuff because it's so unpredictable out there.
Yep. When I was in India, just before going to this pass, which was like 5,500 meters. Thank you. I stayed like in a tent, a little bit below, like we have 48,000 or 4,800 or 4,900 meters.
It's pretty high up.
And it snowed like all night long. But like hell. So I stayed like the whole from noon till the day after it snowed. And then I opened the tent like in the morning, it was 6 a.m. It was not snowing anymore, but there was like mountains of snow everywhere. But then the pass, I could see the pass, which was clear. But the problem is that you could not see the trail anymore because it was under the snow. So I was on my own. So I was just, but I didn't want to stay more. I mean, I was bored. I said, I need to go up. I need to go to this pass because then I need to go to the other side of the valley. And then I was just going up, not following the path, but just looking at the pass. So
That'd be deep snow.
yeah, it was. I mean, 1 foot, 1 foot. But
Still,
still,
that
when
adds
you
up,
are
that's
your
tiring.
backpack and everything. But see, I was just focusing on looking at the pass without looking at Empo. So probably the trail was going there, and I was just like doing this. But that was the only way for me to reach the point. You know?
You made it?
Yeah. It was not that difficult, but except the snow.
But breaking trail.
But then when you reach the pass, behind that you have all the Himalayas, all the chain from India, Pakistan, and then going to Nepal, and you can see everything. It's amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. One of the best memories I have of the mountains.
These guys all talk about the views and all that stuff, and I'm like, just give me this summit. I just want a summit. I want a
Said
summit.
your feet.
There's one guy. He's like, one guy's like a photographer on our last one. He's like, look at that view. He just goes, it's great. It's good for me. I need that.
Gives you energy, yeah.
I need that because I'm just like grind.
So there's one thing I'm not used to it, is to climb with poles. I've never done that. So I need to get used to it now, the first days, because I've never used it.
It helps a lot.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
When I did that race and I had the sled behind me, when I practiced with the poles and without the poles, I made it a mile faster with the poles.
Really?
Because
Yeah,
that's mostly on flat. I don't know, but I'm sure it's the same on the thing.
probably.
I mean, it's so hard.
It's probably make your legs lighter.
I think it's going to help
Save
you a
energy.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say. We'll see.
You'll get used to it.
So we have car tomorrow. You have some driving tomorrow morning.
I guess that's what we do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the details yet. That's one of my problems. I'm not a detail guy.
As long as they bring me to the top, the how doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Good. Good call on the pizza.
Get the last one.
What's that?
Get the
I
last
think
one.
that's yours, isn't it?
Bye.
Okay, you sure? That's olives. Whatever those are. Is that an olive?
Oh, good. Oh no, you'll be
Dirty. Tell myself in the mirror every day.
that's good. Good man.
30. So I'm 30. But if you go by how many times the Earth goes around the world or whatever it is, around the sun, 57. But I have a 30-year-old spirit.
Nice.
And I like the 30-year-old girls. Because I don't have time for them anymore. That's like a full-time job.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I had periods of my life when I was single and I really tried it, it's like it's full-time. It's like it's just like any other skill. And if you don't practice, you don't do good.
It doesn't come like this.
But I got skinny, they started coming around more again. When I lost all this weight, I think my confidence went up too, and then the girls are coming back around, and I'm like, I don't have time.
Training.
How about you? Got a girlfriend or anything?
I have a girlfriend, yeah. She's Italian.
She's cool with all this?
Yeah, I mean now she's quite new, but she's working in Afghanistan now, so she's very busy.
Oh,
So for me, it's and she will finish her contract in March, mid-March. So as soon as I get home, she will finish her contract and we'll meet in Europe.
oh wow,
Anywhere we'll
great.
see. But so this trip now is just for me also a way to pass the time before I see her. So
What type of work are you doing now?
I'm not working now.
So you're like me.
For 1 year, I'm not working. Just enjoying. Yeah, and we went to Georgia, the country, not the state, to ski in January. I went to the Alps. I went to Denmark. I went to Denmark and I went to. So we want to travel in South America, so maybe Central America, Bolivia, Colombia. We like to do that together. So maybe in the summer. Yeah. So this year
I might get the right kind of girlfriend, but I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
I have zero time. I just train. I mean, I'm lifting weights 10 o'clock at night and stuff. You know, just like, I swim still. I do.
Yeah, that's true. Training is a full-time job. So
I've had 2 wives. I've spent like a lot of my life married. It can go a while. I've already gone 10 years. So you can go back out with the same type of thing with another country?
maybe another country. I don't think I will go back to Afghanistan. It's will depend on my girlfriend. It will depend on our plans, but no.
Gear check time. I laid out all my gear in the room, and they're gonna check it, make sure I got all the stuff that's necessary. Check this out, man. This is my hand warmer pile. I'm sure that's gonna be thinned out, but I gotta keep my hands warm. Pack. All the foot stuff up here. So I had a couple pairs of shoes, got my boots, got my crampons, got some other things for getting traction. And damn, man, I got to go work with these guys to thin this out because I don't have a sled this time. I have a backpack. So I brought pretty much everything I had that would have to do with this, and then I'm gonna let them thin it out. But yeah, it's gonna be. We definitely got to get it down. I don't know how I'm carrying those. You know, those boots. I guess they're riding on a donkey. I don't know because I've never carried climbing boots. They're heavy and they're big and they're bulky. I've always had them on when I climb. So, but here we start on the dirt and work our way up to the snow after a couple weeks or a week and a half or something. So not sure where those go. That'll be one of my questions. I'll be in the front row going, hey, where do the big climbing boots go? Can I give mine to the donkey? He's tough. The donkey would go, I ain't that tough. Take your own climbing boots. Excited about our group.
A guy with a GoPro.
All right, so there we go. We just wrapped up another day. Hopefully you can see me. It's kind of dark out here. But anyway, it's going to be fun. Tomorrow we start our journey. We're heading to wherever the frickin' donkeys are. That's where we start out. And we're going up there. We're staying in a hotel for another day, and then we'll start the climbing after that. So anyway, I'm ready for bed.